world full of Submariners and GMTs, be a yachtmaster. This is what someone said to me years ago when I first got into watches. It didn't mean anything to me at the time, but today I'll break down why it now resonates so much with me. And this isn't just about one watch versus the other. A Rolex is a Rolex. They're all immaculate watches that will stand the test of time. This is the Rolex Yacht-Master 40 Rhodium. While the case and bracelet are made from oyster steel, which is Rolex's premium version of 904L stainless steel, the bezel is made of high-grade platinum, which has a vibrant luminosity for an unmistakable sense of luxury. The Rolex Yacht-Master 40 features Rolex's new 3235 movement, an improvement on the previous 3135. The 3235 is now Rolex's flagship date function movement that is used across a large number of different models in Rolex's lineup. For the 3235, Rolex didn't just make a few changes and improvements, rather they tweaked, modified and improved virtually every component in order to offer greater efficiency and higher reliability. The 3235 is a superlative chronometer, which means it's rigorously tested to an incredibly accurate tolerance of just -2 to +2 seconds a day. There is something about this watch that feels really unique and special, and it's really hard to describe if you don't have this watch in your possession or you haven't worn it or felt the watch. This watch is like a rare exotic animal that you hardly ever see, and then one day you see it and you're like, wow, what is that? Is that an old Rolex model? Is that a new Rolex model? Nobody really knows what watch this is when they see it, unless of course you're really into your watches. This watch attracts that curiosity from people because it's just so perfect in every way. And a big part of me does not want that to change. If I could travel to a parallel universe where everyone is wearing a Yacht-Master 40 and the Submariner is flying under the radar, yeah, I don't think I'd like that. The Yacht-Master somehow manages to find that golden sweet spot between a dress watch and a sports watch, which I don't think the Submariner or the GMT or any other Rolex manages to do quite as well. The all-steel look of the watch with the rhodium dial and platinum bezel just give it so much class and elegance. It looks classier than a Submariner, more refined and polished. It's slimmer than a Submariner, and its edges are more beautifully curved and glide seamlessly into one another. Now, I do like the Submariner. I'm not trying to give it a bad reputation. It's an amazing watch and I myself have always wanted one. But there is a big difference between the Submariner and the Yacht-Master in terms of the case shape here. And the Submariner has always felt like more of a sort of sturdy, hard-edged, tall watch, whereas the Yacht-Master is far more elegant when it comes to the lines of the case. The bezel is one of my favourite points about this watch. It has possibly the most creamiest action when you turn it back and forth. And there's no other way to describe it really. Creamy is the perfect word. I truly believe this is the best looking watch Rolex have ever made. This watch was created, after all, to be the upgrade of the Submariner. But as legend has it, Rolex realised they had gone a bit too far and decided to call this a new watch altogether. They had the Yacht-Master name trademarked already, so went with that, and so the curse began. Nobody could relate to the name of this watch, unless of course you spend your time on yachts. But as I've mentioned before, this curse was also a blessing in disguise, because for me, this watch is the watch to own. Now, the funny thing about this watch is that Rolex more than likely didn't want the Yacht-Master to directly compete with the Submariner. And you can understand why. It's such an iconic watch. For that reason, the water resistance on the Yacht-Master is 100 meters. Now, this is where things get interesting. After digging around online, I found several comments from owners of the Yacht-Master who say the trip lock system used is identical or very similar to the Submariner. One user even had his Yacht-Master tested at 300 meters depth rating to find it passed with flying colours. Now, I'm not saying for certain you can take your Yacht-Master deep diving. In fact, I would recommend against it. However, these findings are very interesting and suggest the Submariner and Yacht-Master may be on level ground after all. If somebody came up to me and said, "Ricardo, the world is going to end tomorrow, choose one Rolex, money isn't an issue, money doesn't matter anymore, it has no value, choose one Rolex to have with you on your last day left on this planet," I would choose the Yacht-Master. If you ever have the chance to purchase this watch, I highly recommend you do so. This watch will not disappoint you.